Good morning, third grade. Today we are checking page 521, numbers 1 through 14. Before we begin, remember that we are comparing fractions that have the same numerator today. When fractions have the same numerator, we look down at the denominator. The smaller the denominator, the larger the fraction, because the smaller the denominator, the fewer pieces the whole is divided into. All right, let's get checking. Let's start with number 1. For number 1, you should have the less than sign. The less than sign should eat the 1/4 because 1/4 is greater than the 1/6. You should have also shaded these models over here to look like this. 1/6, 1/4. It doesn't matter if you shaded exactly this 6th and exactly this 4th, as long as you shaded one of each. Now when you do that, you can see that the 4ths are a lot bigger than the 6ths, and that is because this whole is only broken up into 4 pieces. This whole is broken up into 6 pieces. So think of it this way: if you're sharing a pizza with 4 friends versus 6 friends, you're going to want the 4ths instead of the 6ths because 4ths are bigger than 6ths. If you forgot about that rule, you could have also used our butterfly method. So I'm going to rewrite this so that we can actually draw our butterfly wings. So there they are. 6 times 1 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. 6 is bigger, so that means 1/4 is the greater fraction. And that is what we have over here. It eats the 1/4. This is the less than sign. Okay, we're going to check numbers 2 through 13 right now. So pause the video, compare your answers with mine. Let's circle the ones that you did not get, and then you can fast forward through this video and listen to me as I explain each one. You do not need to listen to every explanation. Pause the video whenever you need to hear the explanation. Here we go. Let's start with number 2. Okay, number 2. Again, I see the same numerator. I'm going to see the same numerator in every single one of these problems. So when the numerator is the same, I look down at the bottom number. The rule is the smaller the denominator, when the numerators are the same, the greater the fraction. So 1/3, thirds are going to be bigger than eighths. If we have the same size whole, if I break it up into 3 pieces and I break it up into 8 pieces, those thirds are going to be a lot bigger. So that's why we have the less than sign there. 1/8 is less than 1/3. We eat the 1/3. Number 3. Again, we see the same numerators. I see 3's. We look down at the denominators. We have 4 and we have 8. If I have the same size whole and one of the wholes is divided into 4ths and another one of the wholes is divided into 8ths, those 4's are going to be a lot bigger. So 3/4 is greater than 3/8. This is the greater than sign. It eats the 3/4. Number 4, I see the same numerators, 2 and 2, so I look down at the denominators. I have 6 and I have 3. The smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction. If I have 2 wholes and they're both the same size, one is divided into 6ths, one is divided into thirds, those thirds are going to be a lot bigger than those 6ths. So 2/3 is greater than 2/6. So we have the less than sign here. 2/6 is less than 2/3. Our sign is eating the 2/3. Number 5, I see the same numerators, so I look down at the denominators. I have 8 and I have 4. The smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction. So here the 4 is smaller, so I know 4/4 is going to be greater than 4/8. So here I am using the less than sign. 4/8 is less than 4/4. 4/4 is being eaten. You should also realize that 4/4 is equal to 1 whole, so 1 whole is going to be bigger than 4/8. Okay, number 6. I'm looking at both fractions and I realize right away that not only do they have the same numerator, but they also have the same denominator. These fractions are the exact same number, so we need the equal sign. Number 7, I see 8 and 8 in the numerator, so I look down at the denominators. The smaller the numerator, the greater the fraction. So fourths are going to be greater than eighths. 8 fourths is greater than 8 eighths. Our sign is eating the bigger fraction, 8 fourths. For any one of these, 2 through 7, if you were stuck on the same numerator trick, you could have absolutely done the butterfly method and you could have cross multiplied. That will always work for you. All right, number 8, I see 1 in the numerator and 1 again in the numerator. So I know I look down at the denominator. The smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction. So 1/3 is going to be greater than 1/4. I need the greater than sign here. My sign is eating the bigger fraction of 1/3. Number 9, 2 and 2 in the numerators. The numerators are the same. I look down at the denominators. The smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction. 3 is smaller. 2/3 will be my greater fraction. 2/3 is greater than 2/6. My sign is eating the bigger fraction, 2/3. Number 10, I see 4 in the numerators. The numerators are the same. I look down at the denominator. The smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction. 2 is smaller than 8, so I know halves are going to be bigger than eighths. 4 halves is greater. So we have 4 eighths is less than 4 halves. My sign eats the greater fraction, 4 halves. For this one, this is kind of special because 4 halves, you should realize this is the same thing as 2 wholes because 4 divided by 2 is 2. So without even looking at the numerators and comparing the denominators, if you caught that right away, you should have known that 4 halves is greater. Number 11, I see the same numerators here. They're both 6. So I look down at the denominator. The smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction. So 6 is smaller than 8, so that means 6/6 is going to be the greater fraction. So I have 6/8 is less than 6/6. 6/6 is greater, so my sign eats 6/6. You should also realize that 6/6 is equal to a whole. So of course 1 whole is going to be greater than 6/8. All right, number 12, we have the same numerator. So we look down at the denominator. The smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction. So 2 is smaller. 1/2 is going to be the greater fraction. So my sign eats the 1/2. 1/6 is less than 1/2. Number 13, I see the same fractions here, 7/8 and 7/8. So without even looking at the numerators or the denominators, I know that these fractions are going to be equal. Just like for numbers 2 through 7, for numbers 8 through 13, if you are having trouble with this same numerator trick, you can always do the butterfly method. That will always work for you. Number 4 gives us a very different way at looking at comparing fractions. So I would like you to pause the video right now and compare your answer to mine, my written answer down here. So again, keep in mind your words might be slightly different, but you had to have the same idea. Along with your written explanation, you should have also shaded the model over here. So let's take a closer look at this problem. We want to know who ate more quesadillas. Now, it should be pretty clear that James ate more of his quesadilla, but that's not the question. We want to be thinking about James' reasoning. James said that he knows he ate more because he looked at the amounts left. So if we're looking at the amounts left, we're looking at 1/4 left for James, and we're looking at 3/4 left for David. So we want to know if that explanation makes sense and if that is a good reason for explaining how he knows he ate more. And the answer is yes, that does make complete sense, because if James has a smaller amount left, that means he ate more than David. If David has a larger amount left, that means he ate less. So that explanation, although that's slightly different than what we've been talking about, that does make sense. And we can see it when we look at the model. Okay, excellent job today. You may look up on the board to see your next activity.